Well, welcome everybody to Oracle Rising. My name is Robin. I'm excited to do a new moon tarot card reading for you guys. This is going to actually be the second new moon in January. It's falling on January 31st. Okay, so anytime that there is a new moon twice in 1 month, and it usually happens once every couple of years or so, but it's happening twice this year, so that's quite a phenomenon. So it's called a black moon. Okay. February is going to be a really short month, so there's not going to be enough time for a new moon. Oh, good grief. Hold on, sorry. So there should be 2 new moons in March, right? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to start the reading because, like, having to do math, I'm like, so let's pull a Moonology Oracle card to capture the energy that is going to be available for this new moon. Yes, of course, I'm an Aries, so I love to see this ram, and it says it's time to take action. Okay, and it's actually does show the new moon, and it does look like that, where it says it's the black moon, and new moons always look like this. Okay, so it's time to take action, and that is the complete Aries energy. Okay, so what are we being revved up towards? I'm going to bring in the deviant moon. I had a really hard time finding this morning because it was like, whoop, whoop, nope, it was hiding in all my decks. It was, I guess, not in the mood to do a tarot card reading, but I finally found it. So anyway, time to take action. Like, what's the first thing that springs to your mind when I say that? Time to take action. Oh, you know, maybe I should start on that exercise thing, or do a spring cleaning, even though it's not quite spring yet. You know, something. Generally, the first thing that pops into your head is the thing. Okay, so let's have a couple cards here from the Deviant Moon, which is a really freaky deaky deck, and this is why I love it so much. You've got the Ace of Cups. I'm pulling a couple cards here. Okay, so this is something. Look at the cup is in your hands. Okay, so I'm getting the sense that there is, and I just saw angel number 222, which is incredibly powerful. Okay, so I feel like there's some sort of a reconciliation that you need to be performing. Okay, the Ace of Cups, it's full of love, heading towards something very emotional. Okay, whenever you see a cup, it represents the water element, so, and it is related to your emotions. Okay, so, and I do see this on wings. You can see how, I don't know what this character is called. I mean, anyway, she's moving towards somebody, and she's got this great big cup to offer, this love, this emotional reparation. Is there somebody that you probably should make amends with? Do you owe somebody an apology? Has your behavior been, you know, with a lack of support? Like, did you really give somebody a severe, like, stripping down, you know what I mean? Or just totally went off on them or something like that? You haven't called them, you know. There's some work to be done with a relationship. So what was the next card I pulled? So, I mean, obviously, I really think that the Queen of Swords is where you could be right now, okay? Just really behind these defenses. Like, she is marching forward, and she's giving all these reasons why. Well, I feel justified because they started it, you know what I mean? Just really being silly and not lowering all the drama with the thoughts. And you can see she's got 2 swords, so you could be having somebody giving you advice, and you're like, I'm not listening to that. There's absolutely no way. This was their fault. No. So you could really be out of balance when it comes to this, and instead of looking for whose fault it was, you're really skipping the main issue, which is how are you going to get past it? And even if you don't want to go apologize or repair a relationship, and that's okay too, maybe you just want to write out your feelings and offer, you know, an apology in a letter or something like that, and just don't mail it, because the forgiveness is for you so that you're not carrying this beast mode of a Queen of Swords energy with you, because this is not helping anybody, okay? It's just super counterproductive. This is unhealthy. Just really, it's kind of protecting the ego, okay? So it is time to take action on that. Whatever action that you feel is going to be needed for you, all right? Because it's going to be different than for each and every one of you. But there's some sort of, are you guys even kidding me right now? So I've got the Ace of Wands and the Three of Pentacles here. So it's like this conciliation, this reconciliation, this forgiveness, whether it's going to be spoken to the other person or not. It's going to bring in some sort of like passion project for you. You know, it's going to give birth to a new idea. The Ace of Wands is sparking because you're holding space for this energy over here where you just kind of want to fight the flow or really get into it and stand up for yourself. And it's all a little bit ridiculous, you know. It is so badly wasting your time and energy. So once that is gone, you should have space in your brain, in your heart, for the Ace of Wands to come and it give birth to a new project. And then check this out here, okay? This is the result. So the Three of Pentacles here being steadily worked on, okay? So you were probably presented some sort of a life lesson having this interaction with somebody else, but I'm not 100% if you were handling it the best way. You know, if there's any way that you could try to separate your emotions from what happened and look at it in a little more of a clinical light, you know, and the Queen of Swords should be able to do that instead of what she's doing here right now with the massive deflection tactics. It's just holding you back. You want to look at it that way, okay? And I know that people, a lot of people, they like to hang on to grudges. They like to try to understand, oh, why doesn't that person like me? That is all such a waste of your time. If people want to block you, if they don't want to talk to you, that is absolutely their right. So the sooner you can learn the ability to go, okay, and move on, you'll keep everything open for Ace of Wands energy to come in. And then the universe to continue helping you on your path of creating your highest life, okay? This is where you can create your own world. I love to call this card the Three of Alchemy because this is a pivotal moment for you guys to take that action and actually create the life of your dreams instead of dreaming about revenge or dreaming about, you know, having a pity party. You know what I mean? It's just, the focus is on the wrong intention right now. Maybe something that you needed to go through so that you could discover yourself at a deeper level, but you got to look at your relationships, what you're hanging on to, what is souring in the pit of your stomach, who you're angry at and why. Does it even matter? You know, and it's okay for you to block people that you don't feel comfortable with anymore. You don't owe people any type of an explanation. If you want to stop talking to them, if you want to cut them out of your life, if you want to minimize your contact with them, it doesn't matter who they are, okay? If it's work colleagues, friends, family, if you need to take a step back, then it's okay for you to do that and take that action with that beautiful Aries there. I'm going to pull one more Moonology card. So it's really time to think about what you're wasting your time on, wasting your energy on, and what could you be focusing on rather than maybe things that will never be able to get fixed, okay? So the apology could even be for yourself. I know people can look back at moments in their life and go, ooh, wow, you know, I really shouldn't have done that. But again, it was all part of your growth as you're moving through your life path. So try not to be too hard on yourself either. I don't know any single person in my life that is perfect, although some claim to be. So this is beautiful information here for you guys too. This says, to meditate and contemplate. Okay, so if you're really struggling with things like that, with confusion, with holding on to negative thinking or hateful thoughts, you know, ask for help. Ask your guides for help. They're always available to you to say, what should I do here? Sit down, meditate, you know, have a ginormous glass of vino if that's going to help you, you know, whatever. And just relax and say, you know, this is my life. I'm able to control who has access to me at any given time, regardless of the brand label that is on our relationship. Okay, so it's time to really take care of those relationships and focus that back on you, because there's work that needs to be done for you to get to the next level. And this Ace of Wands and the Three of Pentacles is hiding behind all the drama in your life. So it's time to release the drama, you guys, and, you know, experience a higher value lifestyle for yourself. So I'm going to wrap this bad boy up, you guys, and wishing you happy new moon. Bye, guys. Bye.